Felipe Pereja says he can only imagine how an Indigenous student in a school named after Sir John A. Macdonald might feel.
Walking into a building named after somebody who is quite literally responsible for the genocide of Indigenous peoples, that's dark.
Pereja put forward the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario's motion to rename those schools. He says it's the right thing to do.
That it's our responsibility to promote and do everything that we can to foster learning environments that are safe, that are inclusive, and where students feel like they are represented and where they are, welcome.
The idea has touched off a heated national debate.
I don't think they should be renaming the schools at all.
I don't know why they're holding on to that name so strongly, and I think they should just listen instead of fight back.
Today, Ontario's Premier said the teachers have missed the mark, adding, "I don't believe his name should be removed from schools in Ontario." Saskatchewan's Premier called it a slippery slope, one that threatens the preservation of all our history. Wall's own province has seen a similar push to remove the names of historical figures associated with the residential school system, such as Regina's Dewdney Avenue, named after Edgar Dewdney, a member of Macdonald's cabinet. Ryerson University in Toronto is also facing a growing call to distance itself from Egerton Ryerson, also linked to residential schools.
It's completely silly and frivolous.
One professor says renaming is wrong.
John A. Macdonald's contribution to Canada is so immense. When we, in the 21st century, cast judgment on the 19th century, we have to be a lot more humble.
But for some who have felt the impact of residential schools, removing Macdonald's name acknowledges reality.
Sir John A. Macdonald, he's no longer here to experience the pain and suffering that our people today are feeling as a result of his policies. And, this is about our children today. This is about the next generation.
This is not about erasing history. This isn't about rewriting history. This isn't about revisionist history. This is about the fullness of our history.
Individual school boards in Ontario are responsible for naming or renaming schools. That means local trustees have to decide if schools like this one will get a new name. Stephanie Skandaris, CBC News, Toronto.